Three. Hi!
This is our second video ever on the Nerd
Yay.
Squirrels channel. And what are we doing today?
We're going to be doing origami things.
Yep. This is going to be our first how-to video in a long list of them. And I am going to be making a 16-point shuriken, which I practiced, and which it looks like this. I've been making these since middle school.
I remember you making those.
I mean, I was obsessed with these for a while, so this is kind of my specialty.
And I'm going to be making a little jumping frog. They look like this. And when you push on their back, they jump. If you make them smaller, they jump a little bit better, but they jump pretty well at that size.
Yep. So, we're going to take turns showing how to make these things.
Alright, so first you take a piece of paper, and what did you say? This is like a 2x1 or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like two squares next to each other, so it's like 1x2.
Yeah, it's just like...
Not a specific
measurement,
but two of the same thing.
Yeah.
Two of this length.
A rectangle, really, of any sort will work. I think you can even do it with a square. The legs just turn out really funny. Anyway, so first you take it and you fold the top portion in half. And then you unfold it. And then you take the top corner again and you do the same thing on the other side. Try to line up the corners really nicely. I'm not very good at that, but it's basically what you do. Then you unfold it and you turn it around and you fold it in the middle of those triangles in half again. Lengthwise. Okay. Now this is the tricky part. This I always have a really difficult time with. You push in the back like this, and it goes like that, and you squish it a little bit, so it makes a triangle like that. And then you take these little flaps like this, and you fold them up, and these will be eventually the front legs that supports the weight of the frog. Not that it weighs very much, but it's like a support. So now you take these two side flaps, you fold them in, and this makes the back, or like the sides, I guess. And make them all nice and neat. And then you fold out these little corners, which make cute little feet. I never did this when I did them when I was a little kid, but I like how the feet turn out. And you fold it in half, like completely. And you match up the corners of these to this corner. And try to get it all nice and flattened out so it doesn't crinkle. You fold it in half again, just so those little feet are right on the edge, and then you kind of lift them up, and then you have a cute little frog, and then it jumps. Not well on the surface, but it jumps.
Believe me, it jumps.
It does. You can get them to jump pretty far. So that's the cute little origami frog. If you make them smaller, like I said, they do jump much better. And the really big ones are fun to make too. So that's the froggy.
Start with, actually, you're going to need 16 pieces of square paper, but for time's sake, I am just making the one, and then we'll kind of show you how to assemble them together after. So, you start with, well, you'll kind of notice that, like, typically when you make a square piece of paper, you will just kind of already have this little fold here from the two corners. So that actually comes in handy with this specific one. But you start with folding it in half this way. And I think this is just kind of to help you keep track of where the middle of the paper is. So, I mean, you don't technically need to do this if you really have a good sense of that, but I'm doing it just because it's easier. Open it back up. Take the one of these corners and fold it in right to the middle of the page, like so, and then do that to each corner. Until you have them all folded in. Then find where this fold happens on the back like the diagonal one, and make sure it's up and down. Turn back to this side, and take the side here and fold it like over so that, I don't really know what to call this. It sort of looks almost like an ice cream cone fold.
Like a kite.
Yeah, like a kite. And do that to both sides. And once you have this, then turn it around and fold that part up so that it's a perfect triangle. And then after that, you're going to want to fold it in half so that it looks like there's like this little entrance thing. And then these two parts are sticking out. And this is the end of the first square, and then you do this to 16 other squares. So we'll take apart this thing. It does. That's why it's hard to actually put together. Keep it together. Probably didn't need to take them all apart. So you have 16 parts. What you want to do is, you see the little openings there? You take the two outer parts that are jutting out and put them in the openings of the next one. And I'm probably going to speed past this on the video. Just do that each time so that, you know, just continue to connect them all the way around. So then you try to connect the first and last piece without completely demolishing your 16-sided shuriken. And there you go. You should have a 16-sided shuriken now. And it is really fragile, so don't try throwing this across the room because it will completely fall into pieces. Unless you tape it. You can tape it and then throw it, and then hopefully don't kill your friends. That was how to make a 16-sided shuriken.
And a little jumping frog.
Yay! If it can jump through the hole.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that. Ugh. If it was a little smaller, maybe.
Yeah.
It jumped!
So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. It was really fun to make.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye!